What's up, Dark Horses? I'm Shane Farmer. This is Dark Horse Rowing, and today, you bought a new rower. Now what do you do with it? First off, welcome to Dark Horse, the channel where we support you, the Dark Horse, the person who believes in the process to better the outcome, who wants to find a community of like-minded individuals who also believe that same thing, that you can empower your own life. You bought a rower. Somebody told you it was a great idea, or you read it somewhere and you decided to invest. A, I'm proud of you, but B, now it's time to create a plan. Let's do that today. Let's go through what you need to know, how to get started, what you should be doing, and what you should be planning for in the future. An asterisk before we start, this video is meant to be machine agnostic. So if you don't have a Concept 2, the machine we normally coach on, that's totally okay. Don't worry about what kind of machine you have. This video is all about just getting you started right, creating a path for you and a plan that's gonna make you successful on your journey, because at the end of the day, that's what I want. If you're not using a Concept 2 machine, that's fine. You can still get great workouts with the rowing movement, not necessarily needing one particular type of machine. So, with that being said, go into this knowing you can create a plan, whatever kind of machine you have. First, know your apparel. Traditionally, rowing garb would say that you would have to wear a tank top and spandex shorts. I'm not gonna say that. All I'm going to start with is that you should wear trim apparel, because Lord knows I'm almost always wearing Lululemon shorts when I'm demoing for you guys. Things you should consider when you are looking at apparel would be, number one, you want your clothes to fit trim, not baggy. The reason being, you don't want your shorts or your shirt to get caught in the wheels of whatever seat you may have, that being shorts on the front, shirt on the back. Other thing to consider would be if you wanted a moisture wicking option. I personally prefer just a regular cotton or poly blend shirt, just because I like that feel and that comfort. But we all know the perils of a 100-pound shirt. But what I mean by that is that t-shirt that gets so soaked with sweat that you can wring it out. That can get pretty uncomfortable if you have to sit in that for too long a period of time. So if you want a moisture wick option in your apparel, that's great. Go with that. Just something to consider. You know yourself. Are you a sweater or not? That's fine, but do choose trim apparel that's not gonna get caught and get in your way as you're in your workout. You'll almost always as well find me in some sort of headgear. I prefer something that wicks moisture away from my head, because my head sweats the most. So if you wanna wear a sweatband or a cap, also something to consider, because there's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing worse than sweat dripping in your eyes and they're stinging with the salty sweat, and your hands can't do anything because you're 2 minutes from finishing your piece, but 2 minutes is a long time when these guys are stinging. Next, build your foundation. You had to know this one was coming. Why is that, you ask? Well, this machine is unlike any other workout machine in that it doesn't guide you through the movement like a bike or an elliptical will. You are responsible 100% for your movement on this machine. In the thousands of athletes that I've coached, I don't think that there's a single athlete that I have seen sit on this machine without getting coached and the first time get it right. What that means, it's a learned movement and you have to be responsible for that. Some people pick this up faster than others, but because it's a learned movement, you need to understand when, how, and why to move yourself through space and time correctly. And this is the everlasting trick to the rowing movement. It's a non-stop evaluation. Even at my phase, I'm constantly working on my mechanics, and I would encourage you to do the same. You want to begin with the basics and build a really solid foundation of how you are going to move on this machine. Don't guess, don't leave it to chance. Spend time drilling before workouts, watching videos, like ours, or doing things that are going to further the way that you move on this machine, instead of just guessing, getting on the machine and hoping that you're going to do it right. And I get a lot of feedback from people that their enjoyment for their machine grows exponentially when they learn and build this strong foundation, because it means that there's no longer a question, or they're not wondering why they're not getting an effective workout. When that question is tumbling in your head, it tells you go back to the basics and build your foundation so that those questions aren't lingering and you can enjoy and understand your workouts. Next, schedule your workouts. We all know that things don't get done if they aren't pre-scheduled. This happens for me all the time. When you're busy, you just don't do the things that aren't written into your calendar, whether it's mental or whether it's on a piece of paper or on your phone, you won't do the things that aren't scheduled. Now, I've said this before and I will say it again. If you want to get the absolute minimum dose to improve on this machine, it's 2 times a week. You can do more if you want, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're only inserting this once a week, the only value you will get is simply from the blood flow and the movement perspective. But if you want to see improvement, you need to do this a minimum of 2 times a week. What I would encourage you to do is pick the minimum number of training sessions a week that you know you can successfully complete. Again, if you want to see improvement on this machine, it's a minimum of 2 times a week. So choose if it's 2, 3, 4, whatever it may be, but start with a small number so that you can create success early on. Then put it into your calendar on days when you know that you will absolutely be able to get those sessions in. After you've completed that for a set number of time, I like to think a month is a good starting point. So if you want to start with 2 days a week for 1 month, do that. And when you've done it successfully, then add a 3rd day if that's what you want to go for, and gradually increase the volume over time. This is going to build your habits gradually over time. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is building good habits that will last for a prolonged period of time so that this machine doesn't just become a dust collector sitting in the corner. By learning the basic maintenance needs of the machine that you have, it is going to do 2 things. Number 1, it will connect you more to your machine. The more you know about it, the more you understand how it works, why it works, all that. It'll further connect you to the machine itself. It'll give you more pride in the machine, which will make you want to use it more. The second, and obvious, is that it's going to make your machine last longer and make your investment last longer. That just pays off dividends in the long run. Now, I'm pretty sure your machine will have come with some kind of maintenance guide. Pull it out, dust it off, go look it up online if you need to, and just learn the basics. What are the daily things that this machine needs so that it will last longer? Does it need dusting? Does it need oiling? Does it need tuning in any way whatsoever? These are the things you should know so you know how to clean it up after the workout is done to make sure that your machine lasts. You also need to set a target. You can't hit what you're not aiming at. And I know that sounds like a really cheesy saying, and I've addressed this before in other videos, and so I'm not going to belabor the point, but you need to take some time to sit down and decide what it is that you want to go for. Is it weight loss? Is it trying to get a faster 2K? Is it a marathon row? Is it rowing across the Atlantic? I don't know. That's up to you. But the point is, you need to choose that clear target so that you can drill down on what it is that you want to accomplish. Without that, you're not going to get nearly as much done when you're on your machine. Finally, find a program that you can follow. And yes, we have programs that can accomplish most of the things you could be wanting to do, from weight loss, an intro program, to the more advanced things like improving your 2K, your 5K, a marathon, whatever you need, and they're all tied in together. But you don't have to use our program. The point is, I want you to find something that works for you, that's going to make it easy for you to have a plan to follow so that you're not having to create the workouts on a daily basis and wonder if you're doing the right thing for yourself. Hire a professional who can help you work through the process so that you're getting the absolute most out of this. Invest in the program so that you are investing in yourself and that you are saving your mental capacity for getting great workouts and learning how to move, as opposed to having to try and learn how to program and to create a whole plan for yourself. Take these things and put them into action for yourself. I understand that it can be a daunting process, but consider these as foundational elements to your long-term success. By putting these in place, you are going to impact your process. You are going to change the way that you approach this machine on a day-to-day basis, and you are going to have a plan to follow. And all of that simply means that you give yourself a better chance at success in the long run by taking the steps early instead of wasting time and then having to refigure it out after months of working with it and ending up frustrated. Let's just not get to that point, and let's just lay a strong foundation first. So follow along with these, implement them as best you can, and you're gonna have this amazingly successful journey that's going to hopefully get you close to the target that you're aiming at. So thank you again for tuning in. Guys, I love you all and I appreciate you being here. And for those of you who just joined us for your first time, I appreciate all of you and thank you for being here. And if you would consider yourself a dark horse, if some of this messaging rang true for you and made you feel like, yes, that is me. I am somebody who wants to work on my own process, and I understand that I'm the only one that can do that, that I'm responsible for my own own decisions and my own behaviors, then you are a dark horse and you are a part of this community. And if that's you, hit that subscribe button with a little bell next to it, and you're gonna get alerted whenever we come out with new videos, and you're gonna join the Dark Horse community and become one of us here, where we all are here to support each other and to push each other and to give each other something to work on, and knowing that we have a support community here. All right, guys, thank you as always. We'll see ya on the other side. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this and you're looking for more, and you want workouts, continuous coaching from me and my other coaches in our private Facebook community, it's our monthly workout program. It's $39 a month. Just go over to darkhorserowing.com/athlete to sign up now.